Hello, welcome back, or for the first time, if this is the first time that you're visiting one of these educational vlogs. I'm AC Ross, and this one I'll be giving helpful tips on how to approach a storyboard. So let's begin.
Learn the knowledge, so you can get the smartness where gonna teach you, and where gonna teach you the ways, be patient,
The thing that gets people about storyboards is that they think they have to be artists. But trust me, you don't have to be an artist.
Or you don't have to be this good. No, you're good.
I wanted to go over an example storyboard I made in Adobe Illustrator. But the first thing I wanted to point out is that I use stick figures. You don't have to go all artsy-fartsy and make comic books, like very detailed comic books. But if you have that ability, then go out right ahead and create expressions and movement and things like that. I just can't do that. I just resort to an average stick figure because that's just the person I am. Anyways, to move on, I'm just going to go through row to row to kind of give you like tips that I use to make a storyboard more efficient and just easier to read. So basically in the first row, I wanted to point out the arrows. The arrow that I use that to show movement. So it's just kind of showing at the end there when the person is moving into frame, at what direction and where they end. That's basically all it shows. In the second row, I wanted to point out the talk bubbles. Basically, it shows who's saying what when. It kind of gives a good indicator to the camera person when someone's saying something. And then in the third row, I basically enlarge the stick figure to show a kind of camera zoom. So it just kind of shows what the frame would look like for the camera person and your talent. And then in between each row, you'll see dialogue. Basically, this is there to show where at in the script this storyboard is. So it kind of gives a good indicator of where it is within your short or film or whatever you're making a storyboard for. Lastly, one helpful tip I can give is that you can use colored pencils or colored pens or whatever writing utensil you want, as long as it's colored. Just kind of distinguish who's who. So here I have person 1 as yellow and person 2 as purple. It kind of just gives your talent and your camera person an idea who's who within the storyboard, instead of just going in and like drawing hats or necklaces and things like that to kind of give detail to the character. Just kind of saves time. So that's it for the storyboard tips, so let's move on. Now you may be asking yourself, what's the point of all this? Well, it's mainly for the director and the talent. The storyboard gives a nice physical representation of what each scene will look like, so everyone knows where to stand at whatever time. If you don't have a storyboard, you'll just be getting constant, what exactly am I doing? Where do I stand? What's in this scene? What's what? From your talent. That quickly sums up all the tips I can give you on storyboarding. You may be asking yourself, all these things seem to be kind of an inconvenience, but really they make your job so much easier as a filmmaker. And it's really like writing an outline for an essay, and it'll just make your job so much better, and it just gets you better prepared for a better grade. With that said, AC Ross out, and I hope that helps, and tune in for the next episode where I'll give like final tips. Anyways, Daijian, and see ya. Actually, those are both the same.
learn the knowledge, so you can get the smartness,